something goes wrong or bad, it doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean that you cannot do it again. You learn from your mistakes, you learn what you went wrong. Remember, everything that you do is all about learning. You're learning along the way, whether it's you're learning to do something productive or you're learning to start a business. Along the way, you're constantly learning. Even if it goes wrong, even if it goes bad, don't think that you're failing. Thinking that you're failing is just a bad mindset. You don't want that mindset. Failing is not an option. You just got to tell yourself that no matter what happens, you will pick yourself up and start over or learn from your mistakes. That's why there's that motto when people say learn from your mistakes, because you see what you've done wrong or what went wrong, and then you learn from it. Write down like bullet points, bit by bit, what you've done, what project you're doing, whether you are starting a business or you're doing a project at work, or even if you are renovating your home or doing something in your personal life. Jot it all down, create a brainstorm, do a presentation, do something that you can visually see, and then just gradually, it's like a strategy, do what you're going to be doing in 3 to 6 months' time, or 6 to 9 months' time, or to 12 months, to a year, to 2 years. At least you have a plan written in place. It might not go as it planned. Nothing always goes to plan anyway. Some things might get in the way, little hits, mishaps might happen, but at least you've got a visualized plan. What it's like an outline, like something you want to achieve. Like, this is your goal, this is what you're aiming for, and it might turn out better or it might not turn out what you expect it. It's all about learning. I think learning something and learning along the way, whatever you're doing, is such an important step. You're constantly learning. I mean, I'm constantly learning every day in the business world. I'm constantly learning. I'm meeting people, I'm meeting new people with in different aspects in their life. I'm meeting people in different industries, but at least I'm meeting people and I'm learning from them, like they're learning from me. Some people might have met me, and I'm telling them something, and they're like, "Oh, I've learned something from you today." Same vice versa. So whatever you're doing, and if it goes wrong or it doesn't go the way that you plan, don't think of it as you're failing, because that is not a good mindset. Because once you think that you're failing, everything will go downhill from there, because you're going to think whatever you do or touch, you're going to fail. And we don't want that mindset. We don't want you to think that you are going to fail. I have things that didn't go as planned. When I first entered the business world, I did things that I did not know. I had to learn along the way. As you're learning and as you're growing older, you see other like you get influenced by a lot of different people. You get influenced by everything that that's like what you see, and then you could change the way that you think, you could change your strategy, you could change the project that you're doing. The world is changing every day. Things are up and coming. Things that used to be back in the day is coming back now. You got to follow the people that what they're interested in, or see what the trend is. You don't have to follow all trends, but just see what's going on in the world. Like, i.e., everything is AI now. Everything's moving to AI, so you got to follow. Go what they're planning for. You can't be being led behind. But as I say, no matter what, if things doesn't go the way that you plan, or things that you feel like it's not what you expected to cut the outcome, just don't think that you're failing. Thinking that you're failing, it just means that you have given up, and we don't want you to give up. We don't want to give up on anything. When you give up, that means that it's just not the thing that you want to do. You want to just keep going, keep striving for what you want. And as I say again, just don't think that you are gonna it's not gonna work out. Just think of it, work out, manifest it, speak to the universe, because once you believe in yourself, things will go right, things will happen. Once you manifest and believe in yourself, even if you think that you're not gonna be able to do it, just think that you can do it. You can do it. You can. And there's failing is not the option. You just learn from what went wrong, learn from your mistakes, and then you move on. And then things could improve, find improvement. If you are making a I don't know, if you're making something, if you're making a product and it didn't go right the first time, do it the second time. Look at what went wrong, improve in the product, improve in your design, improve in what the reviews are, the feedback. You've got to take it as that whatever feedback or reviews that you get, whatever things were going, it's all positive. Don't think no negative thoughts, don't take it to heart. Just see it as a learning curve because as I say, this podcast today is not about failing, it's about learning. Sometimes there's no right or wrong answers. It's what you believe in that you can do. Believe in yourself, believe in what your heart says, and just go for it. Just remember that if it does go downhill, don't give up. Pick yourself up and move on. See what went wrong, learn from it, improve on it. That's all that is. It's really that simple because you don't want to give up, especially if you put all your work into it, especially if you've been working on it for such a long time and then it didn't go as what you planned. Don't give up. Don't give up on your project. Don't give up on what you want to achieve. Don't give up on your goals because when you give up and you have another goal, then you have another goal. It just means that you're not taking yourself seriously. You're not thinking straight. You want to have this goal, you want to aim for it, just do it. Be consistent. As I say, I always say this as well. Whatever you want, you can have, but you just got to be consistent. You just got to put your mindset to it and goes, I'm going to have it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And don't let anything stand in the way. As I say, believe in yourself, motivate yourself, don't give up. If it goes wrong, learn from it because knowledge is power. I actually believe that. And don't think yourself as a failure. Just see yourself as it went wrong. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to move on and see what it is. Because if that went wrong, the next one, it could be even better. Sometimes things happen for a reason. So just pick yourself up, do it again, and you never know. It would be better than the first time round because usually when you start off first time with everything, sometimes it does not go the way that you plan. Sometimes things might not turn out the way that you want it to, but then you learn from it. And then the second time round, it was probably 10 times better because you learn from the first time round. And then the second time, you probably be more successful because you learn from what you went wrong the first time because you did not give up. You did not think yourself as a failure. You saw what went wrong the first time, you acknowledged it, and then you improved on it. You done it differently. You probably met different kind of people. You've took the advice in. Just take everything in, and the second time round is probably 10 times more better than the first time. First time is just like you're just starting up. Let's just say you're learning from it. It's like a template basically. You're just seeing how it goes, seeing what went wrong, what went right, and then the second time is even better because you learned from the first time round. This went wrong, this didn't go as right. You got feedback, you took it not as a criticism, but you took people's advice, and then you just done your research, you did everything differently, and then maybe you spoke to a few people. Whatever it is, the second time is usually better than the first time. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but remember, do not give up. Do not think that you're failing because that is not a good mindset to have.